always a pleasure. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being on the show. Senator, you were at the hearing. What was your biggest takeaway? Because that was a profound moment when Senator Eric Schmidt cited the names of women murdered by illegal aliens let in under Joe Biden.
And as we worked through the hearing today, we talked about the different problems that have been brought to bear on the American homeland by these illegal aliens. The millions of illegal aliens that were allowed into this country by Joe Biden and his administration. And it is important to note that 18,000 terrorists, known terrorists, according to the National Counterterrorism Center, are in our country. Right now, Homeland Security investigations are working overtime trying to find these individuals, but the Democrats have chosen to defund DHS. That doesn't affect ICE. They're funded through 2029. But you know what, Elizabeth? It does shut down FEMA. It does shut down Homeland Security investigations. And while we are in this situation with Iran, you look at the fact that Homeland Security investigations is not funded. The Democrats have picked the wrong fight on this, and you could see it today in this hearing. They were more concerned about what was happening with people illegally in the country than protecting U.S. citizens at home and abroad.
I mean, it's striking and an historic abuse to the American people, lawmakers have told us, what Biden did opening the borders. And the FBI has the U.S. on a heightened terror threat alert. 18,000 known terrorists inside the nation. But, you know, there was this spyware controversy about spyware installed on Secretary Noem's government devices. You were at the hearing. Let's listen to Chuck Grassley here and Secretary Noem. Watch.
You stated that the Department of Government Efficiency found software on your government devices that was used to improperly surveil you and other political officials. What's the status of the investigation into that matter, and has any disciplinary action taken?
Yes, sir, there was software that was doing surveillance on political appointees at the Department of Homeland Security, and there was measures put in place where some people were removed from their positions and accountability measures put in place. And we continue to monitor our systems as the agency that is trusted with cybersecurity and ensuring that our critical infrastructure is protected from hacking attempts from foreign nationals who wish to do us harm or individuals within this country. We take seriously the amount of software, surveillance, and work that we do within the department as well.
Senator, who was behind that? What was that for?
Well, there are always people who are willing to spy on others, and then they want to benefit by selling that information, or they want to make it easy to track individuals. And whether you're talking about spying on individuals at Homeland Security or Arctic Frost, where Jack Smith was spying on Susie Wiles, Kash Patel, and members of the U.S. Senate, what you see is the weaponization, the weaponization of the federal government against citizens and against people that are in an administration that you are not supporting.
Well, it's worse than Nixon's Watergate, all this stuff. Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank you so much for being with us. It's great to see you.